Hi there. My name is Shiroko Sokitch. I'm the owner of Heart to Heart Medical Center in the Santa Rosa, California, and the author of the book, Healing When It Seems Impossible. And today I'm going to talk about what's happening right now in Southern California, where there are some massive fires that have burned thousands of homes and left many thousands of people homeless. 7 years ago, in November of 2017, actually it was in October of 2017, the homes in my community burnt down. We lost over 10,000 homes and many people were left homeless. The fires got to within a mile of my office, and many of my patients lost their homes. So first of all, I want to just send my deepest condolences to any of you who are struggling with this right now, even being evacuated, even if your home is not burnt. A lot of people in my community experience sort of a survivor's guilt situation. And so I want to just send my deepest condolences and biggest prayers that everything goes as well as possible for you. And then I want to talk a little bit about how when you're in this sort of situation, what can happen. At the time that this happened 7 years ago, I got together with a bunch of my fellow physicians and healers, and we created a disaster recovery summit to help people who were in different environmental disasters with the physical and emotional elements of recovery. I summarized all of that in a little booklet, which is listed right here in this at the top of my environmental disaster recovery. And there's a little link here that you can click on, and it's all summarized. So the health things that you can do for yourself in a time of crisis like this. And I know that for many of you, you're in a state of emergency right now, and you may not have time to take care of your health. And of course, I had a bunch of interviews with physicians, pediatricians, and people who specialize in children's health as well. And I know a lot of children have been traumatized by this event as well. I will be sharing all the videos very soon. I had just uploaded them into Vimeo, and so I will be sharing those with you soon as well. But for the moment, there's a booklet that you can click on and receive information about how to deal with some of the effects of disaster on your health. And I'll talk about a couple of those things right now. First of all, of course, there's the emotional trauma of the event and the immediate stressful experience, which may be affecting sleep and mood and all kinds of things. So the first thing I would recommend is that you spend as much time sort of in a quiet contemplation practice of really just closing your eyes and taking big deep breaths and helping yourself get centered and calm. There is one of the interviews that I did was with a woman who does Jin Shin, and she does a series of 9 help yourself self-acupressure things, and I will post a link to that site as well so that you can do that. But one of the things is very simple, that all you do is what's called jumper cables. And what you do is you squeeze each finger like this while taking big deep breaths. And by squeezing the fingers, you're connecting to all of the meridians, and that will help calm your nervous system. So you do one hand and then you do the next hand. Just do squeeze the fingers of each hand. Just hold them for a few seconds. It'll help calm your nervous system, and it'll help your body feel a little bit more centered and grounded. And you can teach your children to do this too, which will help them feel a little more centered and grounded. There's another move that you can do if you're feeling really extremely stressed and you want to calm your body down, is just take your hands and cross them over your chest like this and take some big deep breaths. And then I'm going to give you a couple of little physical things that you can do to support your body in a time where there's a lot of smoke in the air and a lot of emotional, physical stress. So one of the speakers at my disaster recovery summit was recommending, and many of the speakers actually recommended taking glutathione. And glutathione is a antioxidant, and it does many things. One is that it helps the liver process toxins. So when there's fires, there's a lot of heavy metals and a lot of obviously poisons in the atmosphere, plastics that have burned, and you're inhaling that when the air quality is poor. So glutathione can, one, help your liver with detoxifying, but it also helps your lungs, and it supports the breathing of air and helps your breath come in more easily and helps open up your lungs. So glutathione, if you were going to just take one thing for a time of crisis like this, I would recommend that you take glutathione as a supplement to help support your detoxification pathways and to support your lungs and liver in their jobs and doing their jobs, because right now that's probably the most important thing. And then secondly, in terms of emotional stress, there are many supplements that help support your nervous system. And in a time like this, there is possibly a need for something to help support your hormones and your nervous system. And I recommend the herb holy basil because it helps your adrenals and it helps calm the stresses in your body. And it will also help protect you against some of the toxins because it helps balance blood sugar, helps your liver process. Most importantly, it helps your adrenal hormones. So, and you can give holy basil to children pretty safely. You can also find low-dose glutathione to help children. And so start with all of that. That's what I'm going to give you today. If you need anything, please feel free to contact me. I'm going to post my email address at the bottom in the comments here. You can ask questions. I will support you in any way that I can. Oh, there's one other thing. Aconite, Aconitum napellum is a homeopathic remedy that is good for trauma. And it a lot of times when we have trauma, we get knocked out of our bodies. And when that happens, it's difficult to kind of stay focused on all of the things that have to be done in that period of time. And so aconite helps you come back in your body. Years ago, I learned about it from a homeopath who taught me that, or who told me the story of when there were bombings in Bali and there happened to be homeopaths on vacation there. And they went to the ER to give all of the people in the ER this aconite because there's this sort of shell-shocked, get knocked out of your body experience when you have a big trauma. So I recommend taking aconite. It comes in, you can get it at a health food store at 30C. That's the easiest. It's easy to get. It's easy to take. You take it several times in a day and it'll help you come back in your body and be able to focus on the things that may need to be done in this time of crisis. And you can also give that to children, even little small children. You can dissolve it in water and give the children a few little drops and it'll help them come out of the trauma at least a little bit. Of course, this is such a huge traumatic experience that it may take a while for the body and the spirit to come back into alignment. So again, if you need anything, please email me at drshiroko@hthmc.com. I'm here to help and support in any way that I can. And I'm wishing you all the best in this difficult time. Thank you so much. Have a good day.